Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at 1145, A Vivid Life. This is a game by Deconstruct Team, the developers of the Red Strings Club, which I've played in German but not in English. Anyways, this game has a pretty interesting history onto how it came about. So apparently there's like an art exhibit or something, the Famicase exhibit, where you can have covers of cartridges of games that are not real. Apparently, I understand it this way. And then there's a game jam where you turn one of these cartridge covers into a real game. And that's how this game came about, if I understand it correctly. Anyways, it sounds pretty interesting. It's about a girl who thinks that her skeleton is not her own. I don't really know what awaits us. It's said to be a narrative experiment or an experiment in narration. Anyway, something like that. And I think we'll find everything out in a moment if we press start. If we select the language and then start the game. Content warning. I hope you've all read it. Now let's start. I suppose this is the girl that we were talking about. I can't go back to live a normal life until I go through this. Please come home, is the voice on the radio, and that is Laynie. Did you start the tape recorder? This is gonna get weird. No matter what you hear, please stay put. If anything were to happen to me, this transmission will serve as a testimony. The skeleton inside of me isn't mine. I'm in the process of investigating what's going on. Yes, I tried discarding the idea at first. However, once you're convinced of something like this, an absolute horror gets a hold of you. Picture being inhabited by a stranger. You can't just go about attending school after the realization. The best course of action is to steal an X-ray machine and escape to the country to peek into your own body. Are you still with me? Please come home. And I hope it doesn't sound too ridiculous when I do a female voice, because I think I'm not good at this. "11:45, A Vivid Life." So she just set up the X-ray machine, I guess. Alright, I set up a camp. I'll keep you posted of my advances through the radio. I brought a medkit in case the X-rays show some strange body under my skin. What? And don't worry, I know my ways around a scalpel. Oh, good to know. The medkit. Oh, that flickering is irritating me. Focus, Laynie. First locate, then extract. Alright. We promise to stop digging randomly in our flesh. Wait, does that mean she did that before? Like, is that what they meant with, like, the themes of self-mutilation? Anyways, let's click on this thing. Let's click on the radio first. Laynie here. Gonna keep investigating. Out. Alright, I guess we have to interact with this thing then. Can we interact with ourselves? No, then with this thing. Alright, that's the X-ray. Okay. So can I... Okay, so I can just X-ray any part of her body now. Why are her eyes of different colors? I don't like where this is going. What is that? I just hope she's just wearing lenses. Yeah, that's probably it. She's just wearing contact lenses. It's not some spooky stuff. Now, where do I start? Shouldn't she just... Man, she shouldn't expose herself to that many X-rays, actually. Anyways, let's start at the feet maybe and work our way up. Do it systematically. Let's do it systematically. Let's start at the feet and then work our way up. So, like here. Oh, okay, now I could select the feet, yeah? Ah, my feet are sized very differently. Yes, they are, now that you mention it. They're like two shoe sizes apart. They're so different those bones may come from different humans. Whoever put this skeleton inside me isn't familiar with the human body. Learned in class where humans aren't symmetrical. This is not conclusive. Well, yes, we're not symmetrical, but... She would have to have, like, I mean, if you look, like, this is, like, really, like an inch longer or so, a left foot, like, that would be more of a disability, really, rather than, like, normal asymmetry, so... Different humans, isn't familiar with the human body? Well, maybe he just wanted to mess around with you, so I'd say... I mean, there's no option that she has just a... disability, that she was just born like this, so the top one seems the most plausible thing to me, that they come from different people. Whoever built my skeleton may have used different humans as their source. Now I abhor my body even more. Well, that didn't go too well. What if I click again? I already inspected this. Well, I suppose we get different endings depending on what I select. Alright, then let's work up. Then let's get to the lower legs. It's called lower legs, right? I want to be using the wrong word. No. Oh, I guess if that was the wrong spot, I should have selected another spot. We have to go a little further down. I know where exactly I have to click at, so that I can actually scan her. Oh, I want to scan her fibula and tibia. Don't you think that would be interesting? Laynie was your name? Can I, or is it because it's too small that I can't get them? All right, I get it. I get it. This thing is too small to get all of her. I get it. So then let's go to the knees, maybe. Can't do anything there either. Why not? Wouldn't that be interesting, perhaps? The knees? No, I can't do anything with her knees. All right. What does she have there? Is that like a tattoo, maybe, or does she have the scar there? I don't know. Oh, she does have a scar on one of her thighs, actually. Can we do... Oh, what's that? What is that? Let me take a look at it in a moment. I just want... I think I didn't... Yeah, great. That was not so much useful. Let me take a look at this scar, because there seems to be something there. What is that? Some small round object. What is it doing inside of me? I better extract it and get a closer look. I already inspected this. Alright, yeah, we'll do that later. Let me take a look at her left thigh as well, though. Nothing there. And, come on. Up here, maybe? Nothing there. Alright. Then let's take a look at her... Wrong move. Let's take a look at her pelvis, maybe. We won't get it. I'll take that side of the pelvis first, and then the other side, maybe. Wasn't I a little higher? Why does this happen all the time? Please. Okay. Shouldn't I... Huh? Dude, I was like way above her hips. Why am I seeing her hips now? I should have seen the whole part of her left pelvis, shouldn't I? Or maybe it ends... Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Okay, fine. I was too low, I admit it. Anyways, nothing interesting there, apparently. What was there? Could I have interacted with that? I don't know. I didn't check. I should have checked, of course. Foolish, not a good investigator. There's much I still have to learn. But I don't seem to be able to interact with the pelvis. There doesn't seem to be anything. Center of the pelvis, maybe. Oh, come on now. Why am I so low always? I always think I was high up on a skeleton. Is it maybe shifted? Or am I just a total noob in anatomy? What are these things? We'll take a look at our hands in a moment. So let's start with the right hand, because there was something interesting on the left. Oh, there's something here as well. Looks like an electronic device. I don't like the idea of keeping that inside of me. Maybe I should extract these things. Should I scan her fully first, or should I start extracting right away? Let me start scanning her fully first. Yeah, let me do that. So, left hand. Oh, there was something here. Was it in the forearms? Was it in her forearm? Yes, there's something in her forearm. It's a fracture. I can't feel any pain, but it's look it healed badly. I have vague memories of a skateboarding accident. Makes sense. This is the arm I always used to protect myself. The fracture presents a geometrical shape. Looks artificial. Wait, does it? It represents a geometrical shape? It represents a geometrical shape? But dude, like, wouldn't you remember if she, like, broke, like, both bones of her arm? Like, I mean, she wouldn't have been able to move it for weeks or months. I mean, she would have more than just vague memories of that. So I suppose it's artificial, actually. It is not exactly an injury. Looks like it was badly generated. This skeleton looks crafted, like it's someone's creation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, yeah, okay, they'll show you. I kind of expected that. Now, no. Why did this always happen? And she really shouldn't put that many x-rays to her body. I don't think so. I don't think that's very healthy. So nothing on her left forearm. So let's go to her upper arms. Nothing there. The right upper arm, maybe? Oh, we still have to check out her torso. I just realized. Elbows, maybe? Anything on the elbows? Nothing on the elbow. Left elbow, maybe? Maybe. Nothing there. Nothing on the elbow. Alright, let's take a look at the shoulders then. Nothing there. Left shoulder. Nothing there. Alright, then let's take a look at upper body. Anything? Oh, that looks interesting. Right above the pelvis. I'm just gonna take a closer look at it by going to the left. That's not a closer look. I would have to go a little further up. So let me go a little farther up, like here. And what is that? There's a weird substance in my stomach. It reacts to X-rays. What could it be? I can try to make myself throw up. How? How would you do that? Well, yeah, try it. I suppose having a weird substance in your body isn't all this good. So her chest. Nothing on the left side of her chest. Right side of her chest, maybe? Nothing there. Let's go maybe like the uppermost part of her chest, center. I think that's something right there at the start of her neck. So let's take a look at her neck now. Yep, that's something in her neck. Some of the skeleton's cervical discs have been replaced. Takes me back to the day Joanne pushed me out of the window. Whoever built this skeleton did an imperfect job. This brings vague memories of being buried. What? What? You were buried? What? What do you mean? What? Did an imperfect job? I wouldn't say so. Being buried? I have to know what the solution to this is when she says she's being buried. I wanna know what she says I have to know where this takes me. The dust, the rubble pressing against my back. Was I ever trapped inside a collapsed building? Okay, I guess you were. So maybe this is her skeleton after all, and she just broke some of her vertebrae, however you pronounce it, when she got crushed by a building. I don't know. What's with her teeth? She has artificial teeth as well, apparently. These teeth are artificial. I should take a closer look at them. I brought some pliers with me. She's gonna pull out her teeth? That's gonna hurt! What is that with the eye? It's a crystal eye. I could gouge it out and examine it closely. Okay, that's why eyes have different colors, though she should know if she can only see on one eye. I just feel like that's something you should be able to know without taking an x-ray of your eyes. Okay, now where did we all have things? Not good, I should have... Wait, she had something on her thigh? Let's try to do this. What do you have here? Okay, deep breath. Extract bullets inside my thigh. Well, you know it's a bullet. Remove eye from the cavity. Extract microchip under my skin. Pull teeth out. Throw up. Maybe later. Let's get this thing out of our stomach. Maybe it poisons us. We should get it out soon. I hope it doesn't smell much. Okay, you've gone beside the blanket, maybe? Oh, the taste is awful. What was this doing inside my stomach? Well, couldn't you investigate first? Looks like coagulated blood and pus? The smell is terrible. What is coagulated? Hang on a minute. Coagulated. Coagulate, if I'm pronouncing it right. Fluid, especially blood, changed to a solid or semi-solid state. Aha! I suppose that's bad. And what is pus? 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 Pus. A thick yellowish or greenish opaque liquid produced in infected tissue consisting of dead white blood cells and bacteria, tissue debris, and serum. That doesn't sound like something you'd want in your stomach. This one is okay. I recognize this. It's plastic explosive. What the fuck? I can notice stuff moving inside this mass. Feels otherworldly. So they're all true, and I just have to consider what I'm focusing on. This sounds very interesting. But this one is also very interesting because if this is plastic explosive, I should get it someplace safe. Come on, it's not plastic explosive. Let's take this one. This sounds more like the way to go. Has my body been incubating this? It's alive and it has some sort of conscience since it reacts to me speaking. I'm glad it is out now. Alright, I can't interact with it again though. I should give an update maybe. Laynie here. Did I tell you about how I got my spine surgery? There was something alive inside my stomach. I found a weird fracture in my arm. My feet are so different. Gonna keep investigating. Yeah, I should tell her. I totally forgot about the radio. I should have told her about this. Oh, him, I don't know. whom we're speaking there with. Should have talked about it before before I vomited this thing out. Anyways, let's talk about it now. I guess that if you were to create a skeleton, the most basic ingredients would be human bones. After examining my feet through x-rays, I feel like my body could be some sort of collage. That realization makes me feel even more detached from my insides. My skeleton isn't just not mine, now it's not no one's. Now it's no one's. You would guess it doesn't make a difference, but it does. So does my craving for identity. Please come home. I'm just some human scrapbook. Is the person on the radio maybe the person who created this? Okay, I found a weird fracture in my arm. I found some sort of fracture on my radius and ulna. I don't have any memories of breaking my arm, though. Never felt any pain in my bones either. Judging by the shape of the hypothetical fracture, my theory is that it has been badly generated. It presents geometrical traces in the form of hexagons. It did? What does that imply? Are those bones artificial? That would explain why I don't feel them as my own. Please come home. I feel like this is an alien talking with her, asking her to come back to alien place. I'm going to do that last because that's the last thing I discovered. I got these cervical disc replacements only a month ago. In fact, that's when I started suspecting this skeleton wasn't mine. When I was on the operation table and the anesthesia kicked in, I started having weird flashbacks about life experiences that weren't mine. Memories registered by these bones, witnesses to many atrocities. This spine was trapped inside of a collapsed building in the middle of some armed conflict. The images vanished after the operation, but the smells remained. The smell of dust, iron, and rubble. Please come home. But I'm better now. Those paralyzing pains in my back are gone now. So wait, she did have a spine surgery. She knew about... Okay, so... Okay. So she did have a spine surgery, so it's not unusual that she has these plates. That's meant to be the case. Okay, there was something alive inside my stomach. I vomited a disgusting pinkish mass. Sorry. Upon further examination, you can discern small beings floating inside. Where is it, by the way, now? Shit, should I have paid attention to it? Did it move away by itself? I don't know. Most of them don't move, though it looks like they're rapidly dying after being pushed out of my body. This explains why I've been barely eating the past few months. This has been growing inside of me for who knows how long. Although, what is this sadness that is infecting my guts now? Please come home. I feel like I've lost something very important to me. Maybe it was sort of the life energy that this alien, I suppose that she got this from an alien. I don't know why, because I think because of this coming home. Maybe this was sort of something that kept her alive. I want to remove her eye. About the bullet, she wouldn't... I want to do something that isn't too bad for her just now. Maybe the teeth, because if I do something with her arms and legs, she won't be able to do all the work she might have to do, so I'll start with pulling out the teeth. This is gonna hurt? Yes, it is. I should have stolen a bottle of vodka while I was at it. Yes, this is going to hurt. Yeah, it was on the right side, not the left side. Anyways. My mouth feels all weird. In addition to not being mine, I guess. These teeth almost look and feel like the real thing. I almost died the day Joanne beat me with a frying pan. Who's Joanne? She said she pushed her out of a window once. What's wrong with her? Like, does she have someone who constantly tries to murder? Reminds me of how they punish child soldiers other side of the border. Which border? What's going on here? They're not alike at all. These may come from different people. I feel like that's the thing to go again. Because I feel like these strange answers seem to progress us in investigation, I think. Is this guy some sort of Frankenstein? Where did the maker of the skeleton get his material from? You tell me. I know you tell the radio. I found some teeth that aren't mine. I pulled some teeth out of my mouth. They're all so weird and different. The color is all wrong. I'm sure these all come from different people. Should have realized about the color earlier, shouldn't she? I knew it. My skull has been crafted. These are not my original bones. Now it makes sense why I felt so gross to chew food. Why it felt so gross to chew food. It feels like feeding from other people's mouths. Ugh. I don't want to eat ever again. Please come home. Alright, let's do something else. Extract bullet. If it's not her eye, but she's still gonna have to... I mean, she's still gonna have to, like, with a knife go onto her skull, and I feel like that's a dangerous thing. I would do the microchip because even though it's... I think if I did the thigh, she might not be able to walk properly. If I do the microchip, she's... Even if her arm isn't functioning after that, she'll still have one arm to work with, and I feel like she's gonna need an arm to work with, so I'll go with the microchip. Let's remove this baby. I really hope my voice doesn't sound ridiculous, the way I'm doing it. Looks like a microchip. It's blinking. This is the citizenship we all have installed at birth. What? Like, really? Is this... Okay, this is apparently set in an alternate world where I could have guessed it with the child soldiers at the border. Okay, is this like another dystopian story? Like Red Strings Club? Maybe. This doesn't look like human technology. It's a tracking device. Someone's watching my movements. Doesn't look like human technology. Sounds most interesting here. The blinks aren't random. There's some sort of pattern. Could I use this to communicate with them? I don't know. I found a strange piece of tech inside my hand. This small blinking piece must be some sort of special tech. Although it doesn't look like human technology at all. I mean, it's made of something that feels membraneous? My perception is that it's closer to being an insect than a microchip. If you pay close attention, you can read some kind of dim breathing. And the blinking, it's not random. It's some sort of language. I feel like it's reacting to my speech. What is it trying to say? Why was it living inside of me? Please come home. Oh, it reacted to your voice. What? Please, come home. I knew she's speaking with the creator there. Is that what are you trying to tell me, little thing? Huh. It stopped blinking. Okay, let's see. I want to remove the eye, so let's try the bullet. I've never cut so deep into my thigh. What, you mean you're cutting your thigh before? Why, if I may ask? Does she have, like... Here goes nothing. What? Ugh. Does it mean she inflicted this scar she had that... Is that self-inflicted? Like she purposefully cut her thigh? And if so, why? Ah! It's a bullet! Yeah, you already knew that before because it said extract bullet. I had a bullet inside my thigh. Now I remember Johan's games with his gun. Johan is it? Am I a fool? I always thought it was Johanna, but yes, it's... Dude, that's even... Oh, man. Yeah, of course. Johann. Johann. Yeah, that's a German name. Why didn't I realize that? With his gun. Who is this Johann? Why did he punch her with a fire gun, push her out of a window, and shoot at her? At least, that's how she remembers it, apparently. This is a special caliber used by Russian agents. Well, you seem to be an expert on that. The wound is so old. Was I shot as a kid? Oof. Again, this sounds very interesting, though Russian agents could be stolen. If you can build a skeleton, you can get any kind of gun. Maybe I should have selected this Johann part. I think I should play this game again and select every time the Johann part, because I really want to know who this Johann is. I somehow always read it as Joanne and thought it was a woman. So old. Was she shot as a kid? I don't have any memories of this, but I do recall a smell. It's making me want to cry. Right, talk with him again. I believe I was shot as a kid. I know memories from when we were kids are supposed to be nebulous, confusing, but I feel there's something in my head blocking them. Images don't get to me. But the sounds do. The smells do. Especially the smells, yes. The wound in my thigh is so old, the scar deformed by growth. I was shot as a kid, and this bullet has been somehow living inside of me for years. It smells like burnt flesh and rubble, the smell of high-pitched screams. Please come home. These bones ache. So her bones are from someone who was in a war, apparently. Maybe we'll get a different ending if I really want to play this again to get a different ending. Okay, now remove the eye. Ugh, I don't like where this is going. We gotta do it though. It's not a real eye. She's still gonna hurt her face though with the knife. Let's do it. Okay, eye out. Boy, thankfully this is in 3D. Let's take a quick look and put it back. Oh, she's putting it back. Oh, thanks, Laynie. I can feel the cold air inside my inside my skull. It's really unpleasant. I can feel life pulsating inside of it. There's a code number behind this. What? This is the price I paid for my stupidity. There's a code number. Life, a code number. They're both very interesting. Boy, all this is making hard now. Okay, oh, come on, which is more interesting? Life? That I is a living being of its own? Or that there's a code number in it? I like that more. I somehow recognize this number pattern. Feels military. Yeah, suppose she's from some sort of a war. I think I solved the mystery. There's this code behind my crystal eye. Okay, now we get an ending. 00TYR15ACTV26548. Ode to October Owls. Wow, sorry. Reading the code out loud instinctively brought that line to my mouth. What's this supposed to mean? I can't remember buying this crystal eye now that I think of it. Please come home. Ode to October Owls. To me it sounds like some sort of a military thing, like the October Owls Corps or something, you know? That line somehow makes me feel I'm in the right place. Was it planned for me to be here? Maybe. Maybe she's sort of like a second, like a revived soldier. Like most of her body was from a soldier from the October Owls, like a special squad, and they got killed in the war, and now his body was put into hers. I don't know. It feels like that, and it's very weird. Let's see. I think I solved the mystery, so I want to know what she thinks is the revelation. I think I solved the mystery. I've dug enough around my body for a life. So far, all of what I've found points towards a clear conclusion. My skeleton is artificial. Hey! I got it! I know it's a bit far-fetched, but I can't think of any other explanation. My skeleton has been crafted. I'm artificial. Well, maybe not me, but definitely my bones. The most unsettling realization is that where there is craft, there's an author. Who's my maker? I guess I'm not the first one to ask that same question, huh? Although in my case, it doesn't seem to be the work of a god. I'm so flawed. I came looking for answers and I just found a body full of questions. How do I even begin to track my creator? Am I a product of science? Of magic? Of alchemy? So many questions. What is my purpose? Why am I alive? What? I'm just asking the very same questions as any other human. God, how it pisses me off to be so ironically unspecial. Joke's on me.
What the? Please come home.
A short, weird tale by yes, that's a good that's a proper description. A short, weird tale. Wow, inspired by yes, here this entry for the chemical. Wow, well, that struck me. Okay, okay, I certainly didn't expect that, and I suppose that was her creator we just saw there, and suppose it was the person who was on the radio the whole time. So now what? Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do a second video on this where I try different things, so maybe we'll get a different conclusion. Like, what if I didn't like normal things always? Like that, you know, like she really broke her arm in an accident, and this Johan just tried to murder her 3 times, you know. I'll try that, maybe we'll get a different ending. I'll do that in another video, because this one is already pretty long. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, because I really love this, you can definitely give this video a like, and maybe share with someone else who might also enjoy it. If you want to get notified whenever I upload a new video and help this channel grow, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.